Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea are keeping an eye on Luis Guilherme. Hopefully, I've pronounced that correctly. All my Brazilian fans out there, let me know. Yet another Brazilian wonder kid. We are stockpiling these kids. Let's actually try and understand what is going on. Why are we doing this? And also, what do we know about Luis Guilherme? Let's go. All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, let's just have a look at the news that's been circulating around for the last 24 hours. I didn't talk about this specifically in any of the recent Chelsea news segments because I wanted to keep this separate, do a little bit of research in regards to Luis Guilherme, who he is and whatnot, so then I can present all that information to you guys and also have a frank discussion between you guys and myself as to why is Chelsea doing this, bringing in all of these youngsters and specifically a lot of players from South America, especially from Brazil. There seems to be a keen eye, a directive from our ownership to the board level, to our scouts, to scout as much as possible in Brazil and also in South America. Obviously, we've got Kendry Paez, who's from Ecuador, and many others that we're monitoring in that South American region. Now, as I said, before we go into the Luis Guilherme, information and getting to know who he is, let's just talk about that. Once again, he's a Brazilian wonder kid. He's 17 years old. He's a baby. The clips that I've seen so far is absolutely raw. Absolutely raw. That's first thing. I just want to get it out of the way. Now, why are Chelsea doing this? Look, I've been a victim of at times not appreciating this move. I think a lot of you guys will probably be in the same boat. When Chelsea are not doing well, the last thing you want to see is us getting linked with yet another young player and pretty much stockpiling this young talent that we have at Chelsea Football Club. And then you start wondering what's going on. The new ownership, the board, they really should be focusing on Chelsea now and stop worrying about the business side of the things and stop worrying about the future of Chelsea Football Club, this, that, the other. So, when things don't go the right way, these type of news, they're not looked in the right frame of mind. But when things are, somewhat looking good right now, obviously we've got 3 wins back to back, 3 consecutive wins. These sort of news, when they come along, you start to have a little bit more tolerance to them. So, my understanding for these players, these young players, stockpiling them, is one, Chelsea, as we've already known under the new ownership, very much interested to make a multi-dimensional structure. So have many different clubs, ownership of many different clubs all around the world. And, this big umbrella is known as Blues Co, or I think Blue Co. I think it's called Blues Co. And the first team that we've got under this particular umbrella is Strasbourg, that we already know, who is under the Clear Lake Bowley ownership, or the Blues Co ownership. And we are looking to buy a particular team from Portugal. We are definitely interested to buy a particular club from Brazil, and so on and so forth, right? And the idea is get as many young, talented players across the world and start farming these out to these clubs and really build an in-house development of talented superstars across the world, so that one day Chelsea, and I think this all comes down to Chelsea at the end of the day. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, put it down in the comment section. I personally feel all of these feeder clubs, the sister clubs under this umbrella, Blues Co umbrella, is eventually to benefit Chelsea in the long run, I feel, because at the end of the day, you're not buying Strasbourg to, build up Strasbourg to be the next European giant. I mean, obviously, Strasbourg, there'll be ambition, there'll be targets, but I feel down the track, clubs like Strasbourg or whoever we buy from Brazil or Portugal, is to ensure Chelsea don't fall into this constant trap of trying to buy the biggest talents in the likes of Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo for exorbitant amount of monies, and being able to, as opposed to that, being able to identify these talents a lot earlier on and then have them developed within our structure, that multi-dimensional structure. So that way, Chelsea always has access to these level of footballers at any given time, as opposed to going out there and purchasing. That's just my theory behind it. I think this is why we're going out there and every other day we're linked with a youngster, because soon we're going to have, now, as I said, we have Strasbourg. Soon we'll have someone, a particular club from Portugal. I'm pretty certain we will have a club from Brazil. And all of these young players, they'll have an opportunity to go to these clubs and develop their career, in a higher level. So the players that we are getting, you look at Kendry Paez, 16 years old, and it will be another couple of years until he joins officially. He can join. Well, he's already a Chelsea player, but as in he can start competing at Chelsea Football Club at the age of 18. And then you look at some of the other players like Andre Santos, another young player, Cesare Casadei, another young player, and many, many more. The list goes on. Angelo Gabriel, David Washington, all these players that we've recently bought. We want to be able to pluck them out at an early stage and then give them the platform to perform at a higher level. I think that is the idea. And whoever shines will eventually be handpicked to come and play at Chelsea Football Club. And whoever doesn't, or if there seems to be a surplus to requirement, I'm pretty sure we can make quite a handsome amount of money if they end up shining. For instance, let's just say, for argument's sake, right? Angelo Gabriel. He's doing so well at Strasbourg. But for argument's sake, let's just say that he doesn't get to have a place at Chelsea Football Club next season. You best believe Angelo Gabriel will be going for quite a handsome bit of money, and Chelsea will make a sizable profit off the back of that. So I think that is also another aspect to this. So now let's have a look at Luis Guilherme. These are some of the reasons that I feel Chelsea are stockpiling these young talent. You let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think it's the right thing to do? Do you think it's not? Long run, do you think we will benefit? Let me know in the comment section. Let's have a look at this Luis Guilherme situation. Get to know who Luis Guilherme is. Chelsea are keeping an eye on Luis Guilherme and are interested at the moment. There is no formal bid. They are keeping in contact to understand how much the deal will be. So this is coming from Fabrizio Romano via YouTube. Now, who is this lad? Let's get to know him a little bit more. He's 17 years old, as you can see right on top over there, right here. Comes from a Brazilian background, 1.75 meter tall, attacking midfielder. The clips that I've seen so far, he gives me Angelo Gabriel vibes. Plays from that right side of midfield, drifts in, got quite a lot of pace, good passing ability. So far this season, he's played 15 games in the Serie A, in the Brazilian league, 439 minutes. No goals, no assists. Obviously, that doesn't look that great for him, but we can't forget the fact that he's 17. He's an attacking midfielder. As an attacking midfielder, he's played 4 games. In the right midfield, he's played 2 games. So that is how it's looking at the moment for him. Let's have a quick look at the his heat map. I think that will give us a good indication as to where he operates. As you can see, this is from SofaScore. His heat map predominantly all on the right side, and then he drifts into these areas in central locations, which, as I said, gives me Angelo Gabriel vibes. Angelo Gabriel is far more polished than this player, but as I said, this kid, Luis Guilherme, is only 17, as opposed to Angelo Gabriel, who's 19. And has a lot more experience. But you can see where Luis Guilherme operates around that right channel and likes to drift inwards. Total played 15, minutes per game 30. So he's slowly getting eased into the Brazilian top tier football. For Palmeiras, he plays for Palmeiras, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. And here's a little bit of background to where he comes from and whatnot. Luis Guilherme Lira dos Santos, born 9th February 2006, is a Brazilian football footballer who plays as a midfielder for Palmeiras. Central, attacking midfielder, winger, whatever you want to call it. Born in Aracaju, Luis Guilherme played in numerous soccer schools in the hometown before joining Palmeiras in 2017. He signed his first professional contract with the club in June 2022. So it's only, it's been just about above 1 year that he's signed his first professional contract. Luis Guilherme made his first team debut on 12th April 2023, so earlier this year. So he's absolutely raw as I can get. Coming on as a second half substitute for Jose Manuel Lopez in a 4-2 home win over Tombense for the year's Copa do Brasil. So yeah, that's a little bit about Luis Guilherme. Check out some of his clips, ladies and gentlemen. Quite a lot of videos that are there on YouTube. Check it out. As I said, he gives me absolute Angelo Gabriel vibes, honestly. So that's a little bit about Luis Guilherme, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think about this particular player. Are there any fans who've been monitoring him from Palmeiras? Palmeiras is a very, very good Brazilian team. Let me know what your thoughts are in regards to Luis Guilherme. Is he worth taking a punt and signing up for Chelsea Football Club? I don't think. Even if we do sign him, I don't think he'll be featuring anytime soon for Chelsea. I think he'll be farmed out on a loan to one of the sister clubs, Strasbourg or whoever else we end up buying later on, or maybe even down the track, within the English footballing setup, whether it be Championship or League One or whatnot. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen, what you think about this particular wonder kid, Brazilian wonder kid. Yet another wonder kid. Hope you guys have enjoyed these, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys very, very soon. Until next time. See ya.